found at our volume 3, the County Assembly Bundle volume 3. The County Assembly Bundle volume 3 at page 51. At page 51. Page 50 and page 51, section 58 is about composition of the County Public Service Board. Mr. Munene, can you kindly read section 58(5) of the County Government Act?
I am not there yet, so if you could be assistant with a copy.
Kindly.
Thank you.
Page 51.
Yes.
Can you kindly read?
The members of the board may only be removed from office on grounds set out for the removal of members of a constitutional commission under Article 251(1) of the Constitution, and by a vote of not less than 75% of all members of the County Assembly.
That is the process of removing a member of the board, correct?
Yes, but not an ex-officio member of the board.
Wasn't Ms. Miriti appointed to the board?
She was an ex-officio
Yes
member
or no?
of the board.
Is she not a secretary?
She's a secretary.
Does this fly on the face?
Sergeant at Arms. Sergeant at Arms, is everything okay?
Mr. I hope my time was post, Honorable Speaker. Now, Mr. Munene, it's your evidence that the...
Just hold on, Council.
Sorry, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Now, Mr. Munene, it is your evidence that the secretary is an ex-officio member.
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
Can you kindly look at page 50 of the same volume 3 bundle of the County Assembly, section 58(1) on the composition of the board? Are you there?
Yes, I am there.
What is the composition of the board?
The County Public Service Board shall comprise a chairperson appointed in accordance with section 58A, at least...
C, specifically C. Go to section 58, subsection 1C.
I'm on 58. At least 3, but not more than 5 members appointed in accordance with section 58A, A certified public secretary.
A certified?
Public secretary.
So is a certified public secretary a member of the board?
An ex officio member.
But a member of the?
An ex officio member.
Where is the issue of ex officio on section 58(1)(c)?
Because
constrain yourself to that section. Is a secretary a member of the board? Yes or no?
Yes.
Now, in respect of section 58(5), is the procedure depicted under section 58(5) the procedure for removal of the secretary? Correct?
It's for the members of the board.
And the secretary, correct?
Article 251.
No. Mr. Munene, section 58(5), the members of the board may only be removed from office pursuant to section 58(5), correct?
Yes, and Article 251.
Yes or no?
Correct.
Now, in respect to the legal opinion, doesn't that legal opinion that you claim to have given fly on the face of section 58(5) and Article 251? Yes or no?
No.
Now, Mr. Munene, I take you to the question of boards. As paragraph 6 of your affidavit, you've deponed that the letter by the county secretary dated 18th June 2023 was forwarded to the county assembly in the name of Japhet Dombi, correct?
Correct.
Were you copied in those letters? Were you copied?
Take me to the letter, I'll confirm whether I was copied or not.
Honorable Senators, the said letters are to be found at volume 1B of the governor's.
Order, honorable senators. There is a lot of loud consultations. Kindly, let's hear the witness in silence.
Volume 1B, the governor's bundle, is marked as KM9A at page 53.
Yes, I am not copied in that letter.
That letter dated 18th June, are you copied?
I am not.
How did you become aware?
By virtue of my position as a county executive committee member.
How did you become aware? Were you copied?
I am not copied in the letter.
How did you become aware with the information?
By virtue of my position in the county executive.
Who informed you?
Yeah.
Who informed you?
The county secretary.
Is he testifying in this Senate today?
No.
Now, there was a response that you responded to the various requests by the county assembly, particularly the letter by the clerk seeking clarification on the missing information. That letter is to be found to be found in page 60 of the same bundle, the governor's bundle. It's marked as KM9H.
Yes, I'm there.
Is received 21st July 2023. Is a letter by the office of the clerk. Now, Mr. Munene, I kindly refer you to the last paragraph of that letter.
Yes.
Can you kindly read the last paragraph?
Yes.
Page 60. The governor's bundle, volume 1B.
Kindly also feel free to provide any other additional information regarding the nominations that may facilitate the county assembly to effectively discharge its mandate. We look forward to your response and clarifications.
And the preceding paragraph, we are therefore
kindly asking for more information / clarification regarding the availability / existence of vacancies in the offices within which the nominations are being made in order to facilitate their transmission to the county assembly for consideration. This will enable the county assembly to...
Stop there, Bwana Munene.
Okay.
Did you ever forward a response in terms of providing the necessary information as required by the clerk?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Where is the evidence? Kindly take us to the evidence, quickly.
It's on page 54, volume 1B, Governor's Band of Documents.
Did you provide the evidence on the further and better particulars as sought in terms of further information?
It is talking stroke clarifications. It is providing a clarification.
Now, let me take you to our bundle where were you not appointing members of the board to non-existent positions or positions that have already been filled up?
No.
Honorable members, we are referring to page 52 of the County Assembly response. Volume 2, Honorable Senators. Page 52, Volume 2 of the County Assembly documents. It's at page 52, Volume 2 of the County Assembly documents, exhibits. Now, Bwana Munene, can you kindly read out that Gazette notice? Page 52, Honorable Senators.
Should I read from here?
Mr. Munene, very quickly, time is not with us. Can you read out the Gazette notice number?
Gazette notice number 538, the Constitution of Kenya, the County Government Act.
Time, Mr. Munene, can you go to the content of the Gazette notice? It is notified.
Okay. It is notified for public information that the governor of the county government of Meru has extended the period of appointment of the Meru County Revenue Bond contained in Gazette Notice number 5202 of 2017 for a period of 3 years with effect from the 15th December 2020.
So is that not an extension of the office bearers then?
Yes, it is.
As at 15th December 2020?
As at 6th December 2020. The Gazette Notice
expiring
is dated,
for a period of?
The Gazette Notice is dated 6th December 2020.
It's dated 15th
and it
November.
says that the extension will be with effect with 15th December 2020.
When was the extension to expire? When was it to expire, Mr. Munene?
On 14th December 2023.
14th December
2023.
Now, in your letter dated 18th
September 2023.
In your letter, the letter at the governor's bundle, Honorable Senators, at page 54. When you read that as against the county, the letter by the county, the office of the clerk at page 60. Mr. Munene, at page 60 of the governor's bundle. Mr. Munene, at page 60. We are therefore kindly asking for more information, clarification regarding the availability, existence of vacancies in the office within which the nominations are being made. Is that so?
Which paragraph is that?
Wasn't the clerk asking for information as to which office the members were being nominated to?
Yes, through clarification.
As at 21st July 2023?
Yes.
And that is what you responded by your letter dated 18 September 2023?
Yes.
Did you supply information as to which office that you are nominating those members?
It sought information through clarification.
Did you supply?
Yes, the clarification.
Yes or no? Did you supply? Did you clarify that the office was already having office bearers?
Yes.
Were these office bearers in office on 18 September 2023?
Yes.
To which office were you nominating members?
The nominees of the County Revenue Board are made in anticipation of their lapse of term on 14th December 2023. That is the clarification.
Mr. Speaker, I cede my few minutes to my colleague, Mr. Mawira. And Mr. Ndego.
Mr. Munene, the letters appearing on pages 54, 55 to 56, you must be aware that the County Assembly contends that those documents are outright forgeries, correct?
Sorry?
The documents appearing from pages 54 to 56 of the Governor's Volume 1B, you are aware that you contend that those documents are forgeries, correct?
Yes.
And because his allegation was brought out yesterday,
yes,
and the clerk was here,
yes,
have you sought the leave of the Speaker or made any attempts to bring the delivery note of these 3 letters that you purport and that you say you are aware they were received by the office of the clerk?
No.
You've not made such an attempt?
We have not made the attempt.
Okay. Is it a coincidence that these 3 letters, and Mr. Speaker, I do not purport to be a forensic examiner or a forensic expert, or a document examiner rather, but is it a coincidence that these 3 letters that were in different months, in fact in different years, is it a coincidence that the 3 of them were stamped on the same place, different months, different years?
What do you mean by same place?
Just look at the letterhead of those 3 letters.
They are stamped on different pages.
Stamp, yes, but same place, correct?
Not same.
Okay, I'll leave the Honorable Senators to draw their own conclusion. Mr. Munene, you said that there is a requirement that the County Assembly actually table and adopt a resolution with respect to petitions that are made by members of the public. Is that your position?
Sorry?
Is there a requirement, or what is your position with regard to, was there a requirement rather, this is the question, was there a requirement that a resolution be passed by the County Assembly for the removal of those officers? That is the Chief of Staff and the County Secretary, pursuant to that public petition. Is there a requirement in law?
The requirement is that the resolution, the report is tabled to back to the County Assembly.
No, is there a requirement? Because you say that there is a requirement that a resolution be passed by the County Assembly. That there is debate and a resolution passed. Is there such a requirement in law?
The letter makes reference to resolutions of the Assembly, not of the committee, of the Assembly.
Yes. Let me refer you to that report. That is Honorable Speaker, that is volume 2 of the Assembly documents, the exhibits in support of the impeachment motion, at page 140. Page 140 of volume 2 of the County Assembly documents. At 5.2, you will see the committee's recommendations. Is that the Assembly or the committee's recommendations?
These are the committee's recommendations.
And what is recommendation number 2? That the Governor do dismiss the County Secretary and the Chief of Staff, correct?
Yes.
I'll refer you to our volume 4. Our volume 4, Honorable Speaker, the County Assembly documents. Volume 4, that is at page 295. Volume 4 of the County Assembly documents, that is, those are the standing orders. Are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Page 295 of volume 4 of the County Assembly documents. On committee of petitions, I'll read it out and you tell me whether you agree with it. Every petition presented or reported pursuant to this part shall stand committed to the relevant sectorial committee. 2, whenever a petition is committed to a sectorial committee, the committee shall in not more than 60 calendar days from the time of reading the prayer respond to the petitioner by way of a report addressed to the petitioner or petitioners and laid on the table of the Assembly, and no debate on or in relation to the report shall be allowed, but the Speaker may in exceptional circumstances allow comments or observations in relation to the report to the petitions for not more than 20 minutes. So do you still maintain the position that there needed to be a debate and a resolution passed by the County Assembly in light of this standing order on the public petition that was passed by the County Assembly of
You
Meru?
did not get me clearly. I said that the resolution that you are making reference to of the Assembly.
Yes.
You said resolutions of the County Assembly.
Yes.
Which are in existence. We do not have in the bundle of your documents resolutions of the County Assembly adopting that report, and that is that is your allegation.
I'll refer you, Mr. Munene, to page. Of volume 2, that title of volume 2 of the County Assembly documents. Honorable Speaker, the first paragraph. Kindly read out that first paragraph.
Reference is made to the above mentioned subject matter.
The second paragraph, I'm sorry, the second paragraph.
On Wednesday, 13th December 2023, during the afternoon sitting, the Joint Committee on Labor, Public Service and Social Welfare and the Committee on Justice, Legal Affairs and Cohesion presented and lent their response to petition number 5 of 2023 by way of a report of their findings on the alleged gross violations of the Constitution of Kenya 2010 and other statutory laws by various county executive committee members and chief officers within the county government of Meru to the Assembly.
Mr. Munene, what is irregular about this communication by the clerk to the petitioners in view of the fact that that report was laid on the floor?
The allegation here is on the county secretary and chief of staff. This particular paragraph I have read does not even mention the county secretary or chief of staff. It is talking about county executive committee
fair enough.
members.
It is the heading. It is a response to which petition? Petition number 5 of 2023, correct?
Let me read.
It is petition number 5 of 2023, correct, Mr. Munene?
Mine is not clear.
Honorable Speaker, I think the witness is now filibustering. I'll end it at that. I leave.
No, he just said his copy is not clear, and therefore he couldn't read it. Just provide him with a clear copy. We conclude this.
Very well. On my copy, it is petition number 5 of 2023. Can you see that?
Yes. Okay. Yeah, petition number 5 of 2023.
Mr. Munene, to the best of your knowledge, is that the petition that was presented by 1611 members of the public?
Sorry?
To the best of your knowledge, Mr. Munene, is that the petition that was presented by 1611 members of the public with respect to all these officers, chief officers, CECMs?
Yes, it is.
And the county secretary as well?
Unless I confirm.
Unless you confirm.
Yes.
I leave it at that, Honorable Speaker.
Mr. Munene, I'll be very brief with you. Kindly confirm that prior to your admission as an advocate, you underwent a rigorous training in the advocates training program, correct?
I confirm.
And that during that training, you must have interacted with a topic called legal drafting, correct?
Legal drafting?
You must have been trained in legal drafting, correct or not correct?
Correct.
And as such, I refer you to the opinion by the questioned opinion by Advocate Linda. In that drafting, you are taught on how to do legal document, correct or not correct?
Correct.
For example, you are taught on how to draft a letter, yes?
Yes.
And any other legal correspondence, correct?
Yes.
And you are told the characters that must appear on any legal document, yes?
Not all.
You are taught on the characters that must appear on any legal document, yes or no?
Yes.
And as such, in any legal document, there must be an identification of the person drafting that document, yes?
Yes.
Kindly look at that document.
I am on it.
Does it bear the person drafting it?
Yes.
Look at where the signature is purportedly embossed or placed. Does it bear the person drafting it?
Yes, legal advisor.
No. What is the name of the person who drafted that document?
The name is not there, but the title is.
That is not there, correct?
Yes.
That is what you are taught in law school, yes?
Yes.
Thank you. Let me finally ask you one more question. You communicated to the Senate that you also act as a legal advisor, correct?
Sorry?
You said that you advised the governor,
Yes.
in conjunction with Linda, on how to deal with that issue of the CEO, correct?
Yes.
And that you acted as a legal advisor, correct?
Yes.
What is your job description? What is your job description, Mr. Munene?
To advise the governor.
What is your constitutional job description? Are you a legal advisor or are you a CEC?
I am a CEC.
You are a CEC.
Yes.
Who also doubles up as a legal advisor, correct?
That is part of my.
I'm asking who also doubles up.
Yes.
So you have two job descriptions, correct?
Part of advice.
You have two job descriptions, Mr. Munene.
No.
Kindly look at the TA, Transitional Authority document appearing on volume 3, volume 2, at page that one, the Transitional Authority. Look umetoa. Transitional Authority, you had it. A moment.
Page 2, it is page 191.
Page 191.
Of volume 2.
Volume 2. Is it that one? See, okay, just get it. But before we go to that, as I look for it, Mr. Munene, you are aware, Mr. Munene?
Yes.
176. Wachana na katiba. Haiko hapo.
It's the act.
One. Page 178, Honorable Senators. You are aware that there was a transitional authority that was constituted that was to oversee the transition from the local government to the county government, correct?
I'm aware.
And that during that particular of trying to formulate the county government, they issued a communique dated 16th of September 2013, correct?
Correct.
And that document creates the offices that were to work under the governor's office, yes?
Yes.
And that you as a CEC is part of what is contemplated, yes?
No, it is not. CC is in the County Government Act. It's not in the transition.
Honorable Senators, I'm looking at page 108 or 180 of that document. Yes? Volume 2, page 180. Mr. Munene?
Yes, I'm there.
Can you see where there is a provision for the legal advisor?
Yes.
Are you the legal advisor to the governor?
No.
Thank you. No further questions.
Mr. Munene, I'll have a few questions for you, just for clarification.
Thank you.
Council for the Assembly starting point was on the governor's legal advisor.
Yes.
How many advisors does the governor have?
3. We have a political advisor, economic advisor, and legal advisor.
Mr. Munene, are you among the legal advisors?
No.
Thank you. you have been shown the legal advisory through an internal memo that was issued by the legal advisor. To you, is that in contention?
It is not.
As a legal practitioner, was it necessary for the name to be indicated?
Not necessary. It's an internal memo. It's actually it's a legal advice, not a legal opinion, as I read it.
Thank you. Is there an active matter in court between the said Linda Kiome and the Honorable Governor?
There is.
Has that matter been determined yet? Thank you. An insinuation or innuendo was passed that the advisor was unavailable completely. Are you in a position to confirm whether it was sporadic appearance or total shutdown, unavailability?
She was not totally unavailable. She was available, but there was perennial absence that was noted.
Thank you for that clarification.
And the other
That will
thing
be
is
all.
that she was still earning a salary, so she was still an employee of the governor. She earned a salary until the date of the lapse of the notice. She was an employee until 30th April 2024. A legal advisor.
Thank you, Mr. Mnene. That will be all for this witness.
Honorable Senators, for those who wish to seek for clarification or questions or pose questions to the witness, this is the moment. Senator Muma.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I have some 2 or 3 questions to you, witness. The first question relates to charge number 1. Is there a difference between revocation and dismissal or removal from office? That is question number 1. Question number 2. Is the Secretary or CEO of the Meru County Public Service Board an ex officio member, or they are a member they are a voting member of that board? And then finally, is it the practice that I can be a CEO of an institution and at the same time a holder of an office in the same institution? So I have taken leave of absence from being an officer in order to be a CEO in the same organization. Is that part of good governance practice in human resource? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, honorable member. I start with the first question on revocation and dismissal. Those are, in my opinion, and which I believe is the opinion of the law, revocation is different from dismissal. An appointment is made pursuant to certain condition precedents of qualifications. And the moment the appointing authority realizes that those qualifications have not been met, they have that residual right to recall the appointment, which is technically revocation. It is recalling an appointment. Dismissal, it's a dismissal pursuant to Section 41 of the Employment Act. Thank you. The other question on whether the Secretary of the County Public Service Board is an ex officio member or a voting member, I confirm that the county secretary, the secretary of the county public service bond does not have a voting right in the county public service bond. As such, she is an ex officio member. And Article 251, Article 1 on their removal indicates, excludes actually ex officio member. Says that a member other than an ex officio member may be removed pursuant to that provision. So the secretary of the county public service bond is not immune to provision of section 58. Lastly, it is not good governance practice for a person to take a position of a CEO and continue to be a public officer in the same institution. The court has rendered its opinion on that severally, and it has indicated that you cannot freeze one position for 6 years, take another position, await the 6 years to lapse, and come back and purport to continue in that previous position that you had taken.
Senator Sige.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Munene, I derive my question from the two letters that you took us through in bundle 1B, that is the governor's evidence, appearing at page 170 and 175. The first one letter received on dated 5th of October 2023, received on the 12th of October 2023. And the second, which is of interest to me, is appearing at page 175, dated 6th of October 2023, received on 5th of December 2023. In that second memo, there is a gentleman, Gitobu Tunu, who is appointed to replace one Helen Bahati Matilu. Recall in your earlier letter, you indicated that the workforce within the office of the governor and the deputy governor comprised 29 employees. I can't see the name of Helen Bahati Matilu in that list of 29. Could you confirm that indeed that was the position, or the communication referred to a completely different person not within the employee of the deputy governor's personnel?
You may proceed to respond, witness.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, honorable members. I confirm that Helen Bahati Matilu was the one that being replaced, and in the letter that that appears at page 173, it's of importance, the last paragraph indicates that whereas no request for appointment of an administrative officer was made from myself as the chief of staff under the governor and deputy governor, be advised that there is an administrative officer at the deputy governor's office who was deployed and has been there from 23rd February 2023. To put this in context is that the Saint Helen Bahati Matilu, her appointment had been revoked for having not genuine academic certificates. After the revocation, an administrative officer was deployed to that office of the deputy governor. And that is what it is confirming, that from 23rd February 2023, that administrative officer was in that office.
Senator Mogeni.
Yes, when I heard your introductions, you said you are county attorney.
No.
Yeah. Is CCM?
Just put the record straight.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm the CCM in charge of legal affairs, public service management, and administration.
Okay, that's even better for me. So there is a issue that has always caused problems for us. I just wanted to get clarification from you. Issue of public participation. So as a county attorney, I just wanted you to shed some light to us. When you do public participation, do you use your professional staff as a county, or it's in order for MCAs to conduct public participation on their own and prepare minutes? Maybe you could refer to page 355, volume 5, where I think minutes were taken and recorded by MCA. I've seen it in 340. It appears severally in the report that is before us. I wanted your comment. Then number 2, I just wanted you to look at the same bundle from page 27 all through to page 70. Okay? The number of,
can I kindly get the copy?
That is volume 5. I'm sure the lawyers will give you.
Thank you.
Okay? There are a number of photos.
Senator Mogeni, you had not more than 2 minutes. I will, under standing order number 1, give you 1 minute.
Have a look at those photos and just confirm to me whether there is, whether the people who did the public participation are staff of the county assembly or it was done by the public members themselves. Finally, I wanted you to respond to the issue that has been coming from court. Public participation needs to be quantitative, qualitative, and meaningful. If you go to page 463, the people who attended public participation are given as 3. Page 467, 3 people attended. 468, nobody attended. 471, 5 people. 485, 7. 541, 6. So, as an attorney from the county government of Meru, what would be your comment with the documents that we have where the attendance is given as 3, 7 people? Is that the normal practice when you do public participation? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Public participation, ordinarily, when it comes to the impeachment of a governor, is carried out by the staff of the county assembly. Although, under the county government, we have a Directorate of Public Participation and Civic Education, which is at the county executive. So I believe probably because of perceived conflict, that is why the county assembly prefers to carry out public participation using their staff, the county assembly staff. In my opinion, and I believe in the opinion of the law, there has been a decision on public participation. I believe the decision that was illegalizing the Finance Act 2023 to majorly dwelled on public participation. It needs to be qualitative, quantitative, and there has to be a report to the parties or to the participants. They need to know what is the outcome of this public participation. Public participation means there are some number of pages in the document that has been computed. You find that there are few participants, 1, 2, 3. Others, like the document that I'm in, page 468, it appears that it has not been recorded as having any participants. I believe it's due to the exigencies of time within which the county assembly has to process an impeachment motion the moment that it has been tabled. They have to carry out public participation within 7 days, and they have also to debate that motion between 7 to 10 days, within 7 to 10 days. So in this particular case, public participation was allegedly carried out during the same day, on one day, in the 45 warrants. And a notice that was given for that participation was a 4 I think it was a 4 days notice. So the reason why that why we have a very low turnout, I believe partly is because of the short notice, and partly also because, probably those who decided to abstain did not support the motion.
Senator Chirange.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Witness, in Kanata Dixon Munene, in LSK portal, you have indicated that your workplace is Okubasu and Munene Advocates. Why is it so? And you are CCM of Meru. You are the CCM CCM that has been appointed to serve in Meru. But in your LSK portal, you have indicated that you work at Munene and Okubasu Advocates. Can you clarify that for me? Secondly, on the issue of the legal advisor, yesterday she contested that the legal advice or the letter that was being purported being tabled as the memo, she didn't sign. And in her submission, she said that she needed to brief you before briefing the governor as a legal advisor. Number 3, and finally, Mr. Speaker, sir, when you look at the letter by transitional authority, the governor has been given personal staff. In your affidavit, you have indicated that the governor has pushed to reduce the number of staff. But quick assessment in page 171, 1B, volume 1B, governor has 4 drivers, so I presume he has 4 vehicles, and he has 5 support staff who are not indicated. Is this in line with the circular that was issued with transitional authority in your submission? Finally, under the same letter, the all correspondence and communications should be and must be the county secretary. Are you the county secretary of Meru? Are you the CCM? Or are you the legal advisor? Can you clarify? Because you have witnessed in letters that has not even been copied to you as the CCM in charge of legal affairs. I thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Witness, proceed
Thank you,
to respond.
Mr. Speaker. I start from the portal that appears, indicates that I practice in the firm of Okubasu and Munene Advocates. That was my former workplace before I joined the county executive. I need to follow up with the LSK to make the changes. I note that they have not been made there. 2, on the issue of, sorry, I seem to have lost the trail of that.
You didn't get the question?
Sorry, Mr. Speaker, I didn't get the other questions.
Can you give him a full scope and a pen so that we don't go back to it? Senator Chirange, just pause it again.
Mine, Mr. Speaker, quickly, under page 171, volume 1B, the letter that has been part of the evidence, in the breakdown of governor's personal staff, there are 4 drivers, so I presume there are 4 vehicles, and there are 5 staff that their job description has not been indicated. So the question should be, in your affidavit, you have indicated the governor is trying to bring down the wage bill. And finally, the final question was, under the same letter by the transitional authority, all communications and correspondence should be and must be through the county secretary. So my question is, are you CCM in CCM? Are you county secretary or are you legal advisor? Who are you in Meru? It looks like you are the king of Meru and we don't know. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It is indeed page 171, volume 1B of the governor's documents. It indicates that the governor has 4 designated drivers. I believe the governor has 3 vehicles. There has to be a reliever. There is also the issue of the support staff. That is as per the transitional authority advisory, where it talks of support, a few support staff. On the issue as to whether I am the CCM, the County Secretary of the King, or Meru County, I confirm that I am the CCM. I'm not a County Secretary. There is a County Secretary by the name Dr. Kiambi Aderu.
Senator Richard Onyonka.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I just needed clarity on the charge of illegally dismissing Dr. Ntoire. I think you're aware of that case. That also includes Paul Mwaniki, Kenneth Kinuthi Mbaye, and Joseph Kithure. Right. I wanted to ask you, could you confirm to this House if indeed these officers were dismissed by the governor? And if so, what procedure did she use to dismiss them? If she's the one who did the dismissals, or was legal procedure followed? Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I can confirm that the officers were not dismissed by the governor. The gravamen of that dispute was that they were sent on compulsory leave by the county secretary, the former county secretary. They disputed that letter sending them on compulsory leave. They went to court. The court stayed the decision to send them on compulsory leave. They came back, served their term. Some of them resigned, like Dr. Ntoire resigned after the court stayed the decision sending them on compulsory leave. Another one did not resume. The other two served their term, the contract term, until it lapsed. So there is no instance or incidence of dismissal. They were never dismissed.
Senator Mutinda.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. In regards to the letter by the legal counsel, Madam Linda, she was here yesterday. She really did indicate that, according to her, in short, this letter is just fake. And in her qualifications, she cannot actually put the composition of the wordings. I listened to you, and you also, at some point, really acknowledged that the standard of this letter is not to a level of a qualified legal person. At this point, are you on the same page with Madam Linda that truly this letter looks, or it is fake? And secondly, there has been issues in some of the positions, case example, the chair positions in different boards, that there are no appointees. In your acts, it is key and mandatory to have chairpersons who form the composition of any committee. What was your legal advice to the governor as far as, case example, the County Revenue Board, which up to date does not have a chairperson? Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable Member. The letter by the legal advisor, let me make this categorical. I did not indicate that that letter is fake. As to the advice that is given there, I do not see any mediocrity or mediocre in the legal advice that is given there. This is an advice that was being given to a governor who does not have the background of legal knowledge. So it is a simplistic letter that is meant for the consumption of the governor. On composition of the appointment of the County Revenue Board chairperson, the advice that I gave the governor is that the law requires, Section 6 of the County Revenue Board Act requires that the governor should appoint the chairperson, who is supposed to be through the approval, upon the approval of the county assembly, and two other members. The same act indicates that in the absence of the chairperson, one of the members or the vice chairperson will take over the role of the chairperson. Indeed, the governor forwarded 3 names to the county assembly for approval. That is the chairperson and the 2 members. When this delayed, the delay in the approval persisted, and the 2 members that had been, the 3 members, that is the chairperson and 2 other members, served their term up to 14th December when it lapsed. I advised the governor, since the law does not strictly require the approval of these 2 members by the county assembly, my advice to the governor that she can proceed and appoint the 2 members and leave the position of the chairperson vacant until it has been approved by the assembly. And these 2 members, together with the CEO and the chief officer finance, would constitute the revenue board. And that way the bond will be able to run without any issues.
Thank you. Senator Wambua.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I've followed submissions by Munene and the other witnesses. There is a very simple way of settling this conflict on this legal advice. The Speaker, I would want the witness to tell the House or submit to the House copy of the legal advice.
Witness, proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We can endeavor to get that a copy of the original copy. Indeed, from the office of the governor, I believe this private secretary.
Mr. Munene, you know we have to conclude this hearing by today. And you knew that that particular legal advice was there was a lot of contention that was surrounding this particular piece of legal advice. In the morning, the County Assembly Council, in fact, made an application that the original copy be produced. And I ruled that that will be handled when the team of the governor will get to the space where they will want to rely on that particular legal advice. If that legal advice is still your evidence,